Now this right here is the facelifted 2025 Tiggo 2 Pro.
Is it worth your money? Let's find out. The Tiggo 2 Pro is a subcompact crossover and Chery's smallest crossover in the Philippine market. It's about 4.2 meters long, which would make it longer than the Toyota Raize and the Kia Sonet, which are the crossovers that it's going up against in terms of price. Since it's just a facelift, the dimensions are about the same as the pre-facelift models.
Now this will be the second facelift for us in the Philippines. It now features more aggressive and more mature styling. You get this bigger grille over here. And the pattern on the grille continues towards the DRLs. The DRLs are LEDs, you get halogen fog lamps down here. This right here, by the way, is the base model here in China. In the Philippines, we'll get two variants.
There's a manual variant and a CVT variant. The manual sells for 708,000 pesos, while the CVT sells for 818. Now this manual variant in China is similar to the CVT that we get in the Philippines. It also gets leather seats, a reverse camera, wireless charging. The only thing missing here, as far as I could tell, is the push start button.
It gets 16-inch wheels wrapped in 205/55 series tires. You get disc brakes on all four corners. Now this variant gets manual folding side mirrors with repeaters. You don't get keyless entry here. You'll have to press the button on the key to lock or unlock the doors. You get a functional roof rack up here. Like I said, you get disc brakes on all four corners. You get these redesigned fender flares, which look a lot more aggressive.
We now get an LED light bar instead of the stubby, separate taillights of the pre-facelift Tiggo 2. It comes with a manual liftgate which reveals 420 liters of cargo space when opened. You can double the space by folding the second row seats. It comes with a space saver spare tire, tools, and an early warning device.
Now under the hood, we get the same 1.5 liter naturally aspirated engine. It puts out 118 PS and 138 Newton meters of torque.
Now as for the suspension, like most budget vehicles, it comes with a torsion beam suspension at the back and a McPherson setup at the front.
Okay, now here the back seat space is quite adequate. I have about 4 inches of knee room, about 3 inches of headroom over here. In terms of toys, you get one USB port over there. There are no air vents back here, and you don't get a center armrest. Okay, so we're now inside the Tiggo 2 Pro. We get a new dashboard here, which looks more premium. Even the materials feel more premium. This is soft touch right here. This is hard plastic. This is hard plastic. This is soft touch right there. You got leather wrapped armrests. This is also leather wrapped over here. You got this 10-inch infotainment screen. In the Philippines, you'll get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also got a fully digital instrument cluster. Now this is the base model and it gets a 5-speed manual transmission. We'll get the same option in the Philippines for the base model. You got an electronic parking brake. You don't get a start stop button. You'll have to put the key in the ignition and turn it to start the car. Yeah, in terms of toys, you have one USB-A port over here, one USB-C port. Your climate control settings are over here. You have reverse parking sensors. You have a reverse camera. No front parking sensors on this particular model. You also got a physical volume knob over here. Yeah, the steering feels relatively light. And you also got a wireless phone charger over here. Now the seats are covered in leather. Both seats are manually adjustable. So we can only take it on a very short test drive around this parking lot. And so far, first impressions, the steering is pretty light. The clutch is also pretty light. It's not tiring for my left foot.
It is pretty quiet inside the cabin of the Tiggo 2. NVH levels are definitely better than the Raize. You don't feel a lot of engine vibration at idle. Also, the turning radius is pretty good, as expected from a car of this size. Now, as for the fuel economy, ride quality, etc., you'll have to wait for my full review, as this is a really short test drive. The Tiggo 2 Pro goes up against the Kia Sonet and the Toyota Raize. But the Tiggo 2 Pro offers a bit more for less. The top spec, Tiggo 2 is priced about the same as the least expensive automatic Sonet, but the Tiggo 2 already has leather seats, a large 10.25-inch screen, a reverse camera, and a push-start button. The top spec Sonet is more expensive by 340,000 pesos, and the top spec Raize is more expensive by 245,000. Those are significant numbers for people with an entry-level budget. For those who are looking for a ride under 900,000 pesos that doesn't feel like it's been stripped down to the bare essentials, the Tiggo 2 Pro might be worth a look. Aside from the Tiggo 2 Pro, we also got to drive a lot of upcoming Chery models, including the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV, the Tiggo 7 PHEV, and the Tiggo 5X HEV. We'll try to do a full review of all these vehicles. Do subscribe to the channel to be updated.